What the hell? There's a branch root here.
I'm always watching.
Yeah, so another person.
So many of them. No wonder the Tenryou
Lucky for us, we're not alone, are we? Well, you know, I say you can take them, but it's really them doing the job. They got us surrounded. What's attracting them here in the first place? It's exactly how I played it out earlier. Hey!
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission.
You already forgot the little date you dragged me into it.
Okay, sounds more like A. You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What brings you out this time?
I'm making early preparations for what is to come.
What do you mean? What is to come?
Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
Because you were too busy putting your head in like a turtle.
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
They grow up so fast.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Not exactly.
Might I remind you that I am not here to
Sure.
recently.
Let's say that.
I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the Sacred Sakura by numerous Rifthounds. It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
So there was Rifthounds back then as well.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma.
The whole of Tevad, you mean?
Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land.
Countless.
Lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely.
The ignition point being the fall of Kanria.
The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rifthounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
You're connecting the dots too, aren't you?
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall.
Or you can't recall.
Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
Obviously, you're not alone anymore.
But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
You're the Argon, so do as you please.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
Can I say no?
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing?
Almost like it's alive.
Huh?
What the?
What's this?
Hey, though.
Could they be dead people? But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
Alright. You go left, I'll go right. Kitamura.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell
We
us?
can talk to him?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them.
What monsters?
You don't know.
This is all the way back then.
Inazuma is engulfed in darkness.
The Sacred Sakura holds memories of all that happened all the way back then?
Beasts and horrifying monsters
What
are
the hell
everywhere.
is this scrap?
They're merciless, ferocious.
The tree, then.
And they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
Still, you want to stand tall and face it. Threat of the whole of humanity on your own, Kitamura.
Look!
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! The almighty Shogun is gone. So is
Kitsune Saigu.
There is no one
I
left
can't
to
believe
rely
they're
on
finally
but
expanding
ourselves.
upon this. It's written in books. I think this line about how Kitsune, Sasayura, Chiyo, and everyone just, you know, went with their own battle. Well, we already know what happened to Chiyo, don't we?
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
This time.
Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Is this a thing in the past, or what's to come right now?
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
You did well. That's what she means to say.
But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma.
Just don't get yeeted off by the lightning now.
Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
Memories fading away. He's a thing of the past,
He's
Paimon.
gone.
Of course he's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that
Buried
was
in the
buried in the land.
the
The
tree.
Sacred Sakura
Sacred
can
Sakura,
absorb
thank
and
you.
purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rifthounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice.
Defending her homeland.
What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster
What did you
that
tell
happened
me?
in
Something
Inazuma
about her, eh?
500 years ago.
Kitsune Saigo, that is.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others... My friend, Kitsune Saigo, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about.
She trusted you all the way to the end, after
She would
all.
shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma, and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Was it the heavenly principles here as well? Like, I don't get it. What is their play?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigo sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last.
She promised, didn't she? Of course she did.
But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
This is the loss Yae Miko mentioned.
Yes. For the longest time,
I know.
all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer
Orobashi.
Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
That doesn't mean you should forget the people you kept alive till to this day. Don't you dare forget that.
But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
And you got their ambition to keep forward, right?
Expected there are a load of Rifthounds
I'm
here
here.
too!
Leave them to me.
I regret it now.
Something seems wrong with A.
What's wrong, eh?
Why would you ask that?
Is that really you? Tea-Master?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
This is when she set off to Kanria.
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my
It
retinue.
looks like a master, alright.
Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea.
500 years ago and now. Your reputation holds up, eh, Furuyama?
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved.
No, she can't cook for shit.
I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current
That's
situation.
fine, I'll sit.
After all, it's quite a mess out there.
I want to hear what he's got to say.
Oh, yeah.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already.
You already hear them, don't you, old man?
Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped.
This was a neighborhood back in
They
the
wanted
day.
to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away.
You had your fair share of running in your youth days, then.
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life.
I hear you there.
But me, I have no such
Oh,
thoughts,
son.
and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea.
Now let me hear this.
Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last
She's a realist.
forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have. Seize the chance to enjoy it
While
while
it
it
lasts.
lasts.
That doesn't fit eternity.
So you see, as bleak as
That's
things
the
may
only
be
A we
now,
know. She's showing
I've
us, huh?
experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no
Wait, that
reason
feels
not
like
to be
Maka, though.
satisfied.
Ah.
Perhaps you are right.
And now the sister finally is taking up the mantle to the older sister, huh?
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned
Pete.
dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago.
He meant it like that.
Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then...
Bring back memories.
Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set?
And don't look at me. Paimon ate it.
I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side.
We know where to find a tea set.
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
That's
That would
fine.
be most discourteous indeed.
It's not every day you get tea from 500 years ago.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you.
Exactly
not with the
why
war
she
raging
needs to go
outside.
for the ammo.
This place is complicated. Leave it to us.
But, well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that
You've
I'd
surely
need the
lived life
almighty
to the
Shogun
highest,
to
huh?
personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Rest up, old man. Was it really you that
I'm
the
sure
tea
you
master
must
used to
have a lot
serve?
Right.
of-
Paimon wanted to ask that
It
too.
wasn't, was it?
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister,
The gentle god.
Raiden Makoto.
I'm so happy we're getting to learn so much about Inazuma finally!
The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Tomorrow, you mean?
When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless
Stop it, I'll
stars.
blush.
This
If it was just me.
somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate,
Burden their
rooted
being.
in instinct.
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes.
What was it she said? The present moment, right?
I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving?
What exactly does eternity mean to you? You gotta ask that concrete question then.
I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of...
Every time she hears the word eternity, she
said
gets flashbacks. Or have you noticed a change from back then?
Hey,
God.
he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Or
But
perhaps the
this is
ley
probably
lines
what
did not have
happened.
the power to sustain him for very long.
So, we didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex
already gone,
and
Paimon.
disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Now something you just spill your tears on, buddy. Genki, that's him.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do
No,
have
no,
a
no,
tea
you.
set. Perhaps I should try my hand.
Perhaps
at
I
making us
wanna
a
just
pot of
live
tea.
long.
I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions.
I'm gonna die. Hey, Bruce, a piping hot pot of tea with the tea set.
The tea is ready. Please give it a try.
You know, there's not much to look back on in my life. Let's just get it
So
done
many
with.
thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it.
Yeah, me too.
You're right. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back.
They really didn't mention Chiyo or Sasayuri, yeah?
Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted.
Sure.
The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me. For good. She went to Conria alone.
Why did you go alone?
Without telling me.
She went alone? I thought you two went together.
Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto
Is that
had no
really
choice
why she
but to
left
leave
you
me
behind?
Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden.
From what and who, Makoto? What exactly did you die for?
Yes. It was too late. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind.
Keep going, Anne. You're doing great.
It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions.
I'm pretty sure she couldn't herself. Well, I don't know much about final moments, though.
Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely.
No way.
And brought it back to Inazuma.
Don't tell me the Sacred Sakura is Makoto's consciousness still intact.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yougou.
Wait, what the hell?
The tree that you know as the Sacred Sakura.
The Sacred Sakura has always been there, hasn't it?
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial.
What the hell?
They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about.
Wait, this is getting kind of freaky.
In the end, I simply had to accept
Exactly
that
what
it
I'm
was a
thinking.
miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the Sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters
That's how you
and quell the disaster.
quelled the
in Inazuma.
disaster. 500 years ago, the Sacred Sakura.
This is all really hard to
Simply put, Makoto's power somehow made that tree appear.
Yes.
So it's exactly
She
how I
had
guessed
such
it.
a great love for this land and for its people.
Wait, then that boss fight?
In this respect, I still do not.
Of course you don't. She's Magado. You're my Shogun.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the tea master.
You sure it's drinkable, right?
Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
Well then, will I finish it first or will you finish it first, Sam? Hey!
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
What the hell? Move! Move! If you're gonna get in the way, step aside. What's going on with you? You gonna let the past beat you again?
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with the monsters.
Or? No way.
Look, that's the same light again.
Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite alright.
Why are you feeling stiff? Her plane of Euthymia is under attack.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more.
It's too dangerous.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations.
Oh, they want to keep a check on you, Fujiki.
If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Mamoru Domino. Unwavering commitment to the resistance.
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts.
Right alongside them,
This
man.
hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
Don't leave me uncounted, too.
Huh? Affirmative, but watch
Yo, okay.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Alright, is this what we're doing, best friend? Let's don't get Linda coming.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
I wish I could fight alongside you, but you know, they kind of barrier locked me.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was
Nah, you did better. I was kind of dying.
The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rifthounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
Yeah, okay.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
What are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
That's the weak ram up together the resistance? Kokomi. Nothing being their moment, Paimon.
But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change
She's
the
the key
present
player
state of
that we all
affairs.
gotta protect.
Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future.
You hear that, don't you? Your Excellency.
No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the Almighty Shogun.
Don't let their words crumble you down. Use it to keep climbing to where they need you to be.
Oh, thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma.
Is your eternity.
I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory to the Shogun.
They're gone.
Hey!
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
Is it the tea? God damn it, woman, I told you never to cook anything.
My body.
Someone's locking them.
She is
Finally
calling
time
me. The time has come.
to cut yourself down.
Can you help me walk?
I am your lawful retainer, Amado.
I need to go to the cave.
Lean on me. I keep walking forward.
What's in there?
So this is how they're doing it,
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.